Today, remember this. Not every thought that bubbles up through your stream of consciousness is equally worthy of your belief. I mean, of course, I certainly can be all the way from slightly to very wrong about lots of things. Whether it's raining outside, whether I need to buy milk, whether I remember to lock the door. But those aren't the kinds of thoughts that I'm talking about. The kinds of thoughts I mean are the ones that pop into your head, and for at least a moment, but maybe longer, they don't feel like a thought. They feel like reality. Somebody doesn't text me back for a while, and my brain immediately concludes they must be upset with me. An unexpected meeting gets thrown onto my work calendar, and my inner monologue concludes, oh no, you've messed up. You've done something wrong. I wake up in the morning feeling tired and groggy, and just surmise, hey, it's not going to be that great of a day. The annoying thing is, these thoughts don't arrive with little warning labels attached. They don't announce themselves as guesses or interpretations or first drafts of an idea. They arrive dressed up as facts. And that's where in the past I've gotten into trouble. Honestly, one of the most useful things that I've learned from mindfulness and almost 4 decades of constantly getting the wrong end of the stick is that thoughts are just events. Thoughts just happen. Like sounds just happen. Like emotions, like sensations happen. Just because a thought pops into my head, there's no reason to automatically assume that it has to be true. Just like if I feel a tingling in my elbow, that automatically means that there's something wrong or right with my arm. This all came into full focus recently when I was on holiday with my husband in Scotland. We were doing this 3-day bus tour of the Highlands as part of a big tour group. And sitting a few rows in front of us on the bus was this American woman who, it turned out, we suspected had neither a mental filter nor a volume knob. It was actually really endearing, but we figured out pretty quickly that most of the thoughts occurring to her were being spoken aloud as soon as they occurred, with minimal revisions. Most of the time, it was about what we were seeing on the tour. The Scottish scenery, the small towns, the local wildlife. But very occasionally, you'd get this window into her inner world where she would say something kind of negative about herself. And it struck me that there was no reason that what she was saying about herself needed to be true, any more than what she was saying about the Scottish landscape needed to be true. Whether this loch was more beautiful than the loch that we had seen 10 minutes before. But the stuff she was saying about herself, she was saying with the confidence of somebody reporting facts. And it got me wondering, did I ever do this about myself? And I mean, I almost certainly do, right? I think we all do. But it's not a flaw, in my opinion, right? It's just a brain doing what a brain is supposed to do. They're prediction machines, meaning making machines. They are constantly trying to explain what's happening around us and anticipate what's going to happen next. That's really useful until it's not. Because sometimes the stories that we're being told by our brain are true, and sometimes it's just our brain doing a mental version of autocomplete, releasing the first draft of something that was never meant to be published. So these days, I'm trying to have a different relationship with my thoughts. View them less as commands and more like suggestions. Interesting suggestions, yes, perhaps even persuasive suggestions, but suggestions nonetheless. So today, remember this. Not every thought requires your belief. Some thoughts, yes, are wisdom, but some thoughts are just noise. And if we're honest, I think most thoughts are somewhere in between. A question to take with you: what's one thought you keep returning to and treating as fact when it might actually, in fact, just be a first draft? Talk soon.